filmed a TV show with Jason, and like 3 weeks before it came out, he calls me up and he's just like, dude, your part got cut. He's like, I'm so sorry, but I mean, what are you going to do?
Nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah. And to be honest, I had a great time meeting him. I had a great time, the filming. And like I say, I still talk to him all the time. And, so it was a great experience anyway. So, and to be honest, my part is done, filmed, recorded, edited. And it's funny because it's edited with Led Zeppelin as the soundtrack.
Well, you should have said, hey, you don't have to air.
Well, he said he may put it up eventually on like either, like a B-roll stuff, like
or just send me the footage
online. You're right.
Send me the footage.
But like I say, it already has the clearance for Led Zeppelin as the sound, and I'm like, it's not gonna have Led Zeppelin as the sound if he gives it to me.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So, and what's funny is I'm on the TV show. On the roam. If you watch the first episode, the intro to the first episode
shows all the people.
I'm right there.
Because it shows all the highlight clips.
Me sanding and like Jason standing there, like my wife was like, "That's you. There's your hands right there."
And you're like, "Yeah, that's all I get."
That's it. Yeah.
Well, you could screen record that and post that. I kind of have this balance of either knowing a bunch of questions I want to ask them, or I go into it with just the blanket view of wanting to learn more about that person. So just like finding out things I don't know about that person. So almost, to me, the questions I asked that I'm looking for a specific answer sometimes seem to not be the best. But when I ask a blanket question where I have no clue what the answer is, it gives the guest more information to give me, and then it opens them up to keep a flow going. And so for you, there's a lot. I know you're in a band, but I don't know how many bands you've been in. I don't know how long you were in a band. So, and I thought you were from the area, so you're not. Nope. But you've been here a while.
Not a Texan. Nope, not a Texan.
But you didn't stop in Kansas. You kept going.
Well, I always tell Kickstart Mike, what keeps Texas from falling into the Gulf of Mexico, right?
Oklahoma
sucks. It's funny, when I first moved here and I worked for the apartment movers, I worked with a guy, and I can't remember that guy's name now, but that guy, I saw him like after he left, he went to Florida, and I saw that guy on Cops like a couple years later, and they had like run him off the road and tackled him in the ditch. But anyway, this dude drank,
and he's like, monster.
This dude drank like 3 liters of Big Red every day. He drank so much Big Red that when he sweat, his shirt would turn pink. I'm not kidding, dude. It was wild.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah. Oh, so he would have 2 liters or 3 liters, but he also had a giant cup. So every convenience store he'd go in and get Big Red, and he drank Big Red nonstop.
I had a crazy uncle, great, wonderful man, but he drank Dr. Pepper like that.
Right.
He would drink a few 2 liters of Dr. Pepper a day, and he would literally. He said he peed Dr. Pepper because he never drank water. He only drank Dr. Pepper.
That's an insane amount of sugar.
And
he look at the granulated sugar amount per
this guy looked like he drank a lot of sugar.
I got you. Yeah.
He he would just chug 2 liters.
Oh.
The energy drink thing, I'm being reminded. But the first time when energy drinks first got invented. The Red Bulls came out.
Oh, right.
And we were in Vegas, and we were partying, and some of my friends that I was with were definitely drinking heavily.
Right.
Some of my friends were on drugs.
Okay.
But I was sober. And these girls, hot chicks, skimpily dressed hot chicks, were coming up saying, "Here, have this." Well, what is it? It's like, oh, it's Red Bull. It's an energy beverage.
Okay.
And we were like, and everybody's like, oh, Oliver, that's the last thing you need because I'm hyperactive. And so we get one.
Right.
And me and this kid that worked for me at the time, we get one and we drink it. And the first sip, I was like, this is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
This is gross. This is the worst tasting drink. Why did they make this? But then we drank it.
Right.
And I finished it. Regardless of how bad it was, I was drinking it.
Right.
I finished it, and a little bit later, I'm like, this is the best drink I ever had in my life. And then the girls come around and we're like, hey, can we get one of those?
Yeah.
So me and this kid, we decide to see who could drink the most of them.
Right.
And I shit you not, dude. Hours went by in Vegas. We're at the Hard Rock Hotel Casino. We're fucking gambling, and we're drinking these Red Bulls. And we both were like 7 or 8 Red Bulls deep. We're both drinking it, and we both look at each other, and we both wanted to win this competition.
Right.
But we both agreed to stop.
Let's just call it a draw.
Yeah, and dude, we fucking were out of our minds.
Right.
And skin crawling, nose itching, fucking heavy breathing, fucking just like and I'm on the crap table, and I was like, this is what crackheads feel like. You know what I mean? You hear all these stories, you see the movies of crackheads. I'm like, this is me. But I get on the crap table when we're gambling, and we're there for a it's called Magic. It's like a big trade show for clothing companies. And we had like a clothing company booth for our clothing company we had started. And next thing you know, I'm on this crap table. I'm just playing dice. And next thing you know, people that my partners find me. And they're like, where the fuck have you been?
You've been over here for hours.
And I'm like, what do you mean? And and they're like, we're late. I'm like, late for what? Like setting up our booth. We had to have our booth set up by 9 a.m.
Right.
And I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning. And I've been at the crap table since like 11 p.m. I haven't fucking eaten, haven't done anything. I'm just cracked out of my mind on fucking Red Bulls. Yeah. So we fucking showed up late, setting up our booth and blah, blah, blah. And then... Then I'm on the floor behind the booth, like dead.
Just toast.
Sleep all day, yeah. And at that point, I was like, I'm never drinking Red Bull again. But that did not. I did not hold up to that promise.
It's funny because I know somebody that says that all the time. They're like, all right, I'm retired from drinking for a while.